If it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. And think of the summers of the past. Adjust the bass and let the Alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run a rhyme. And put your car on cruise and lay back, cause it's summertime.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rule of Three, the Breakdown Edition. As always, I'm your host. I'm Jeff. I'm joined by...
Of course, I am Rocky. Welcome to the show today. We got a great show for you. NBA Finals Game 3. Jeffery's going to tear the whole NBA up, I guess, he says.
It's all possible, too.
That's right. And
I did a lot of research.
But before we go any further, we are, of course, sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting. Attitude Broadcasting. We put attitude back into broadcasting. There you go. I usually do that better. Yeah, usually Bobby does it now. He took it away from me, I guess.
Yeah, I was watching your other show. He kills it. It's great.
I was doing it, and then all of a sudden, I'll do it. All right, go ahead. Run away with it.
Yeah, he killed it. He stole that from you.
Yeah, he
was
did.
Totally great. We're also going to talk some UFC / professional wrestling, kind of.
Absolutely. I mean, let's talk. You got anything else to talk about besides that?
Nothing besides the men's national team needs a better score because they're going to get blown out in the Copa America. Is not looking good.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, that's all I really got.
It?
I'm not a huge soccer guy, but from what I've seen, they play great defense, but they need a score and maybe a better midfield person.
Hasn't that always been the issue with goal scorers? I mean, Donovan, Clint Dempsey, yeah.
I don't know his name. I won't lie to you, but I know there's like a 17-year-old kid who America has that's supposed to be like this really elite scorer, but he's 17 years old. He's not ready for like Copa America yet.
So he's like Freddie Adu?
Kinda, yeah. So, I don't know. That was just my quick soccer analysis. Is hopefully tomorrow we will beat Costa Rica. Hopefully. We need 3 points on the board to get into the tournament and then get blown out by somebody.
Unless LeBron James is playing soccer. That's the only way it will be huge in the U.S.
Yeah, true.
The
women kill it.
They
get great ratings.
Well, you know why, right?
Because they're good.
Because they win championships. They win gold medals. They don't lose. I mean, in this country.
But just think of the World Cup last year, the men's. People were excited that we just made it to the, out of the group stages. And that's not how it should be.
No, it should be championships. Because it's all that matters.
That's all that matters in the world. Speaking of another person that's probably never going to win a championship again, to some people, Game 3, NBA Finals. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
All right, let's get into it. Of course, the first half of the show, we talked about Game 1 and 2. We're going to talk about Game 3 in this one. Before you break down or tear apart the whole NBA, I really have, first and foremost, where would you rank? Here's a question. Where would you put the Cavs in the Western Conference standings? If you took the Cavs as they are now and moved them to the Western Conference.
Fourth or fifth
at best?
Yeah, because they're not beating OKC, Spurs, or Golden State.
You're a Cavs fan, and you actually put them fourth or fifth. I said third or fourth. Third, maybe.
Well, it depends.
Most likely fourth.
It depends on the transition of the Spurs.
Right.
But you go 1 and 2, you're going to go Golden State, Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And, I could see them getting third, but I look at the Spurs, and then I'm like, man, if the Clippers are hot and healthy, maybe even fifth.
Okay. Toronto. Where would you put the Raptors in
Seventh.
the West? At best, the seventh?
Yeah.
Wow. Actually, you're harder on these teams than I thought you would be.
They're not better than the Clippers.
I was going to say sixth or seventh, maybe.
I think
Portland might be.
They're better than Portland.
Okay.
I think they're better than Portland.
Not better than Clippers.
No, they're not better than the Clippers. So sixth, maybe sixth. It depends on if the Mavs can get it together again.
Well, I even think the Mavs might be better than Toronto. And they're a mess.
Not right now, no. 2 years ago, yeah. Now, no, they're better than the Mavs.
So if you look at and the point is I'm trying to make, okay, I personally think It's just the Eastern Conference. All right. A lot of people this year have said, well, look at the great records in the East. There's so many teams.
It was me. I
There's
fought
so
it.
many teams 500 in the Eastern Conference. I'm sorry. If you watch the gameplay compared to the Western Conference, there's night and day difference. Yeah. Because the Western Conference, to me, is a superior conference still because they're battle-tested more in the Western Conference.
Yeah, no. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
And maybe I think that's part of the reason the Cavs are having a problem right now is because they haven't played teams like this all year.
Their problem is the Golden State Warriors are a buzzsaw and this crazy fluke in basketball that could actually go on for the next 5 years.
Right. The way they have played against the Cavs remind me of the Bulls days. All right, where you might as well hang it up. Don't even come to the gym today.
Yeah.
But going back to the reason I say the Cavs, if you put them in the West, I don't think they do that well because there's some really good teams ahead of them.
I think the Cavs will make it to the Western Conference Finals for sure, and then depending on who they end up going against.
I'm not sure. I'm not sold that they could actually make it to the Western Conference Final if they were there. My whole point, though, is look at the competition that they were against, in the Eastern Conference Finals. Because everybody's like, they ran through the Eastern Conference Finals or the Eastern Conference. They should have.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
I fought you on it. But watching those first two games, man, it's hard to deny it. It really is.
I'm sorry. Did you say something? You said I'm right?
No.
Oh, man.
I said I might agree with you. Ooh. I don't know about if you're right or not. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Wait a minute. I got something to say for that. I do have a little sound.
I know.
Because you just did something great.
Say what?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Anyway, I'm done.
I'm
done.
Cool.
I'm done for this show on that.
Thank you.
I won't pick on you anymore.
Thank you.
Anyway, going back,
you are right though, man. They blew through the East and they should have. Here's my problem. I'm watching the games and I'm going, yeah, it's over. It's over. But you know what? Game 3 in Toronto, everybody said that was over too because they were so much better.
Yep.
And Toronto came back.
And blew them out in Game 3. No, Game 4. They beat them by more than 10-1 game.
Both games they beat them more.
Yeah.
There was one where the Cavs came back in the fourth and then kind of lost it at the end.
Yeah, that was Game 3.
Yeah. No, that was 4.
Okay.
Anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But it's so difficult to predict what's going to happen.
Absolutely. This year's been like that too.
So let me just come out and ask you, man. Are they done? When we first talked, because we didn't get to do a show last week because it was Memorial Day, so we didn't get to do predictions. Yep. But you and Bobby said Golden State in 7.
And we did our show this week, and we both said 7 games. The Warriors would win 7. Because I thought there was no way. This Cavs team is very talented. It is very good.
At least I thought so.
Okay. It is very good. It is very talented. You got one of the top 2 players, because I will say that now, on the planet, probably number 1, but one of the top 2 players on the team, and you got 2 all-star players on your team. Notice I didn't say superstars.
Yeah, no.
2 all-star players. On the other side, Golden State has a superstar player now, and 1 all-star, 2 all-stars maybe. Oh, yeah, Draymond Green's an all-star.
Yeah.
So you match up well. And you got shooters on your team. You got defensive players on your team. What the difference right now seems to coaching. Kerr is getting the most out of his guys. Lou's not getting the most out of his guys.
I would say this when it comes to coaching. Kerr knew within the first 15 minutes of Game 1 that his bench could play with their starters.
Yep.
Outside of LeBron James.
Which is sad.
Yeah, no.
Right. If Curry, Thompson, and Green are sitting down and your bench is outplaying your starters, you're in trouble.
And they are. But this NBA Finals has been weird. Or this NBA playoffs have been weird.
You're right.
And I don't know. I'm not ready to stick a fork in them. But if they don't win Game 3, they're going to get swept.
Yeah, you have to win Game 3. It's a do or die.
This is it.
I'm going to stick to my guns. Me and Bobby both said the Warriors in 7.
I say Cavs in 6.
It goes 7. I still think it goes 7.
I don't.
You think it's over in 5 or 6?
I think Golden State says in 5.
You got this in 5 already?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to stick with them.
And you can hear it. I mean, I'm sad about it because I thought this was the chance. But I've never seen – I guess I never noticed that Kyrie Irving can't play defense at all. I never noticed it before. He can't. I never noticed that – I've never seen J.R. Smith be so timid with his shot. I've seen LeBron be passive because, look, he didn't score until the second quarter, like midway through. He had 0 points and 5 assists in the first quarter last night. I've never seen this type of play from them all year. I don't know if it's Golden State. I don't know if it's the way they want to play. I mean, the way the Cavs want to play, which is play their game. I cannot put my finger on it.
This is what bothers me the most about LeBron James. Because it feels like, to me, we see this every single season in the finals.
He gives up.
At some point during the playoff series, they hit the done button. Mm-hmm. Or they stop. Because everybody can disagree or kill me, whatever. After Game 3 last year, they changed their game plan totally. And it feels like, kind of the same. So hopefully Game 3 they can step up and get back into it and make it a series. Because right now, it's not even close. The only thing that worries me is Game 3 and 4. We still haven't seen Steph Curry, Klay Thompson have one of those games that we know they can do where they'll put 30, 40 points up in no time.
Yeah.
Because in the way the Cavs are playing defense is not giving me a lot of hope that they can stop
Well, they're playing good defense against Curry and Thompson. The problem is they've been burnt twice. Game 1, they played really good defense against Klay and Steph.
I don't think they played good defense against Klay because Klay's wide open for threes.
Game 2, he was. Game 1, they were struggling to get open, and they were missing all the shots. And then they got beat up by, Livingston and Iguodala and guys like that. Barbosa. Seriously, come on. Leandro Barbosa, for real. It's in 2006 Phoenix Suns anymore. What are we doing? But Game 2, they did the same thing. Steph and Klay were missing the shots, except this time they were like, okay, Draymond, you try to beat us. Well, then Draymond Green beat you. So, I don't know, man. Game 3, what do you think? I think the Cavs are going to win. I pray the Cavs are going to win.
Well,
if you're saying it's still going 7, then they have to win Game 3.
Well, before we do that, what are 3 things the Warriors need to do to win this Game 3?
Steph and Klay need to go off. Iguodala needs to play, defense like he's been playing, getting steals, being an energy guy. And Bogut needs to keep up with the blocks and the rebounds and the defensive pressure and frustrating guys.
All right.
Those are the 3 things I think need to happen.
By the way, Andre's defense is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not just LeBron, anybody, because when he steals the ball, and when he pokes the ball away, he's not fouling people. He's getting clean on the ball.
Although there was one against Kyrie,
but
he nailed him pretty hard and it didn't get called. But I'm not here to debate one call.
Right,
over
one call. But if you look at the majority,
he's clean.
Of his clean steals.
Yeah,
I've never seen anybody else do it as much as he does.
This series, it's been crazy.
So, but anyway, for me, the 3 things the Warriors have to do, man, help let the bench keep producing. The way the bench is playing, I mean, hey, just keep at it. You don't have to have Curry and Thompson play 40 minutes. Let them play 30, 35 minutes a game. That's what worked all season.
The reason I said that it needs to be Steph and Klay is because bench players normally don't play as well on the road.
Right, absolutely.
So since it's been the bench and it hasn't been the stars, I say on the road it now has to be the stars because the bench should fall off a little bit. Should.
And you'll see the bench fall off. So I'm going to say, one of the things they need to do, that third person's got to step up. If it's Draymond Green scoring, if it's Andre with his offense.
Sean Livingston.
I think watch Andre in Cleveland. I think he's going to have a big offensive game, those 2 games. The second part, Andrew Bogut needs to keep blocking shots, keep getting the rebounds, out-hustle Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love and Mozgov. That's the most important part. Festus has played good, too. Mm-hmm. If I was Cleveland, I would start fouling him. Start hacking Festus. Put him on the free throw line. They go on a run, foul them. Put them on the line.
Why? Like, that's what Cleveland. Why are you trying to run with them? Slow them down. You get the ball, walk it across half court, set up a play, set up some screens, go slow, and if they try to get out on a run, boom, grab Festus Ezeli. And he's been hitting his free throws a little better lately, but still, slow it down. Make them stop.
Make it slow motion. What's it? I think I said 3. Yeah, I did. What's 3 things the Cavs need to do to win?
LeBron needs to have a triple-double. Kyrie needs to take better shots. So, and it's kind of a 2-part thing. Kyrie needs to take better shots, and J.R. Smith needs to take shots.
Okay.
And they got to slow it down. They've got to slow them down.
Kyrie's got to be more efficient. I mean, not 7 of 22. I mean, like 14 to 17, 10 assists, 5 to 10 assists. You need to shoot the ball well. No turnovers. Maybe 2. Don't have more than 2 turnovers in the game.
If he can go like 8 for 14,
okay,
I'm fine with that. Like, I don't need him to score like 30. Just give me like 20 and not have a field goal percentage of like 31%.
He needs to be the Batman in games 3 and 4. All right, LeBron needs to be Robin, where he sets everybody up. Kyrie needs to score. That's what I'm saying. But he needs to be. You see, because this team plays better when LeBron gets 10 to 15 assists a game. When he gets a lot of assists, you know people are making shots.
But I also think that LeBron needs to come out in Game 3 and be assertive and get his game going right off the bat.
I agree. I absolutely agree. But they need to put him in the box. That's number 2, is they need to put him in the box, like you said, slow them down. Mm-hmm. Play half-court offense. Don't try to run and gun with the Golden State Warriors. You need to play inside out. Get somebody down the post, drive to the basket. If somebody's open for a 3, kick it and shoot.
I think the screen game is another thing, man. Those little guys, if you have them running into Tristan Thompson 10 times, 15 times.
It tires them down.
Yes. It's going to slow Steph down.
Shumpert is the 3rd thing. Play him more. Mm-hmm. If J.R. Smith comes out and he's not shooting, take him out, put him on the bench.
Yep.
Okay? Let him come in and give you some point. They play better when he comes in not starting. When he comes off the bench, he's a better player because he comes in shooting and he's all into it. Let Shumpert start and let him everywhere Klay Thompson goes, grab his jersey. Don't let him go free one single moment.
No,
without the ball. When they catch the ball, it's over. So those are my 3 things. That's your 3 things the Cavs and Warriors need to do. Saying all that, who wins Game 3? Like you said,
Cavs. Hopefully. I say Cavs by 15.
By 15?
Yep.
I could see that. I'm going to say Cavs by 10. I ain't going to go 15, but I'll say 10. I think LeBron James is going to have a monster game.
I see LeBron having like 28, 13, and like 11.
Triple-double, yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to have at least 13 to 15 assists a game.
Yeah.
For them to win any games in this series. But they need to, kind of like Jordan used to do with the Bulls, put the center down in the low post, let him start the game scoring. The Cavs need to do that with LeBron. Get him going. Get him 8, 10 points in the first quarter and let him keep going. So Game 3, we say that's who. Game 4 is Friday. Since we don't have a show until Monday, who wins Game 4 in Cleveland?
The Warriors.
You think the Warriors win?
Yeah.
Why?
They're just better. They're just better.
Okay. I'm going to say the Cavs.
So you think it's tied up 2-2?
I think they tie it back up.
All right.
And then Game 5 is Monday in Golden State. Then it goes back to Cleveland if necessary, and then Golden State after. But so you say you want to blow up the East, the whole NBA.
The whole NBA. All right, so follow me on this, if you will.
I'll try.
Go down my mind.
Oh, Lord.
The Cavs lose the NBA Finals, which they probably will. So they lose. LeBron is unhappy. He realizes Kyrie is terrible. Kyrie really doesn't want to be there. Kevin Love doesn't really want to be there anymore. So we do a 3-team trade. You send Kyrie to the Clippers and Kevin Love to the Lakers because he's from Southern California. There was talk before he went to Cleveland. There was talks of him going to L.A.
Yep.
The Clippers and the Lakers trade some young talent and some picks between them. Okay, and Chris Paul ends up in Cleveland. Then. Sorry.
That'd be LeBron's Christmas gift.
Then, and this is where people are going to think I'm crazy. So you have Chris Paul, you have LeBron. You recruit Durant. I know people are like, well, Durant and LeBron play the same position. If Durant can play the two and would be the best shooting guard in the league.
Because he doesn't go low post anyway.
No.
Yeah.
He slashes. He's a 2. He's just a 7-foot-tall 2. So then, because now you have Chris Paul and Durant in Cleveland, Russell Westbrook leaves, goes to the Lakers to play with his friend Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Okay? LeBron said he'd take less money to play with a huge team like that. I think Durant would take a little less money. I also think... So then, what else? Who else do you recruit
to fill in the roster?
Dwayne Wade. Yeah, because his contract's ending, and he said he'd take less money to play on a superstar team. And then, the biggest obstacle with all of this, you have to get rid of Tristan Thompson. You have to. His money is too big, but that's going to be the hard part, is moving him. Okay? So after all of that is done, the Clippers look good because they get Kyrie, and they're kind of the same team. They just lose a little bit of defense and leadership. But they're a flashy team anyways. Like, he fits in perfectly there. The Thunder get gutted. They're terrible again. The Lakers... Here's the possible starting lineup for the Lakers is how I have it going in 2 years. Russell Westbrook, Brandon Ingram, if Simmons goes 1 to Philly, which I'm sure he will. They'll take Ingram, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Love, and Randall. And the Cavs have Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and you could start chanting Fry at the 5. Or, Mozgov or any center really will do. Because Dan Gilbert's already shown he's willing to go into the luxury tax to make a good team. Right. And there's really no, other than Durant actually going there, there's no real obstacle in that.
No, there's a couple. I see what you're saying. First thing I heard is LeBron said he'd never take less money again. Even though he's got $1 billion
contract. He just said that if he could play with Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade, he would take less money.
Okay.
He said, I would take less money to play on that team.
I think, okay. That would be interesting to see him take less money again. I don't think he would. So we'll see. Second thing is there's no way Kevin Durant would go play with LeBron. I don't think Kevin Durant would want to be on the same team with LeBron James. I don't know, though. I think a more likely scenario was there's a guy in New York, playing for the Knicks that would go play with LeBron. Like you said.
I would stop being if Carmelo Anthony went there, I would stop being a Cavs fan. I hate Carmelo Anthony.
But he would be a better fit than Durant in Cleveland.
Why? All he can do is score. At least Kevin Durant can play a little defense. Carmelo Anthony doesn't even try.
Right. Well, and that's the other
or
problem.
Or pass. Or do anything besides score.
You almost need, and I get the whole, But that's his best friend. So I could see one of his best friends. I could see Chris Paul and Dwayne Wade there. Durant would be a bigger, I think, sell. But
you make a lot of sense. Carmelo there, and that is the dream team that he was talking about. Chris Paul, right? Dwayne Wade, him, and Carmelo. And then who's going to play the 5? It doesn't really matter.
You play Mozgov. I mean, it doesn't matter.
You play Mozgov. You play any
You need
big
to have,
dude.
if you did something like that, you would need to get a center that could block shots. Okay?
Dwight Howard?
Bogut? Dwight? No. He's a cancer.
No, I wouldn't want Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard would be a cancer.
Really, if he's
Charlotte Hornets do not sign him.
If you're talking about guys taking less money, Al Horford?
Al Horford wouldn't be bad. Paul Millsap's even.
Yeah.
No,
Millsap's
Paul Millsap's
more
more
of a
jumper.
four.
Yeah, he's more jumper. I want somebody that can block shots.
Yeah.
If you get an all-star team, you don't forget, if you get all these all-star players together or superstar players together, you have to have role players.
But the Cavs have the role players already on the roster because you can keep Shumpert because he makes nothing.
Shumpert, but you probably have to give JR.
Yeah, but you can keep Dellavedova. Energy, defense, shoots a 3-ball.
But he can't shoot.
He can shoot the 3 a little bit. It's not
he
great.
shot airball the other day again.
Guys shoot air balls. So you know what LeBron shot? You know how many air balls did Kyrie Irving shoot the other night?
No,
a lot.
that's true. But Dellavedova, besides being a tough defender, his offense
he's
game is
a role
horrible.
player.
I could take Dellavedova in offense again.
He'd kick you in the junk and keep rolling. No, that's Draymond. Just kidding.
Exactly.
Anyways, I just thought about that.
But that's cool.
Because the reason I thought about it was LeBron James is going to blow this team up.
Oh, and it has to be.
Oh, yeah, he's going to blow it up. And that's just like the dream scenario if he could pull off. But the biggest key is he'd have to move Thompson for money.
Yeah, Thompson. You definitely got to move Irving. If you were going to bring these pieces, you got to move Irving. Because he's your biggest trade bait that you have.
Even you could do like Nicholas Batum could go there and play the 2. If you weren't going to get Wade or Durant, you could get Batum.
Batum's not bad. I mean, that would be a good fit because he can narrow the 3.
Hey, before we go though, now that we're done with this whole dream scenario thing, because it's never going to happen, but it took a long time to write out and plan today and look at some numbers and all that stuff. UFC 200.
Yep.
Just announced Brock Lesnar is going to fight Mark Hunt at UFC 200. Why is he doing this? There's a whole lot of questions I have. Like, why is he doing this? Why is the World Wrestling Entertainment allowing him to do this? I just don't understand. I love it. It definitely is making me going to buy UFC 200 now. Because Aldo and Edgar and John Bones Jones and Daniel Cormier and now Brock Lesnar, it's gonna be it's gonna be an awesome card.
Don't forget, Misha Tate.
Misha
I think
Tate
defend the title.
Yeah, against somebody I don't know who it is, but
the reason Brock is doing it, and he even said it. If you read it, he's a prize fighter.
Oh yeah,
he is a prize fighter. He fights for money. And, hey.
It's a one-off. It's not a contract with UFC. It's a one-off fight.
Right. Which, if he does well, he'll get another fight or he'll get a contract with them as well. Mm-hmm. And for the people that tell me Vince and Dana White don't have some kind of relationship.
Yeah, this proves that wrong.
Baloney. Because.
It only helps both.
Right. The CM Punk thing, I still think, there's. Because some of these guys go to UFC route or MMA or Bellator or whatever else. So they have a working relationship somehow. Mm-hmm. But I get why he's going. He's getting older. He wants to try it again. He's in good enough shape. He says
the illness cut his UFC career short and that it's been weighing on his mind. Do you think he's going to win?
I think he'll beat Hunt. Do I think he'll win the World Heavyweight Championship again? I don't know about that.
No. I just meant do you think he's going to beat Hunt?
Yeah. Who is Hunt, by the way? Have you seen Hunt fight?
Yeah, he's got huge knockout power.
Yeah,
That's it.
He ain't going to knock him out.
But Brock Lesnar's just going to take him to the ground and ground and pound him until his face falls off.
This is like Brock Lesnar fighting Barry Horowitz in WWE. I mean, come on. You're a jobber. We know what your job
there,
is.
You're there, so
match.
his entrance music can hit. He can walk out, look good. Everybody's excited to see Brock Lesnar again, former heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar. And you're going to draw in guys like me who are big WWE fans. Like, I'm going to go watch, the monster, the beast incarnate.
Absolutely. And then in August, he will be at SummerSlam.
Yep.
He will be there. He's got a contract with WWE for another year or so, 2 years, I think. Mm-hmm. He is there. So
and hopefully, here's the thing. I know this isn't a wrestling show, but hopefully, just to put this out real quick, if he loses, it hurts the WWE. He has to win. If he loses, it makes him look weak. And you and I are both wrestling fans. We know he's booked strong.
Why do you think Vince and him said, "Okay, go ahead and do it"? Because we'll make sure you have somebody.
Oh no,
he was
that. Mark Hunt was handpicked to be. He is a lamb to slaughter right now. That is all he is.
He's like the steak I'm getting ready to go eat.
Well, you enjoy that. You got anything else from this weekend or this coming up week?
The French Open. You had Djokovic won his 4th straight.
Serena lost to some girl.
Serena lost. Great weekend. Go watch X-Men if you haven't seen it. It's a really good movie. Besides, I know this is not a movie show, but hey, it's all right. We talk about it all on this show.
I don't watch a lot of movies.
I don't know.
I still haven't even seen Deadpool.
Shame on you.
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
But yeah, it should be an interesting week in sports. I can't wait. Baseball, is heating up now because it's getting to the All-Star break, which I know you're so excited about.
I have no idea what I'm going to do when basketball season's over. I really don't.
The NBA draft's coming up soon.
Yeah, there we go. So training camps.
We'll have to do some NBA draft predictions on the show.
Oh.
I will give that to you when I'm not on the show for a couple weeks. I'll let you make that, Bobby. So,
sounds good to me, man.
All right, man.
All right, that is going to do it this week for the Rule of 3, the Breakdown Edition. As always, I'm your host. I'm Jeff.
And, of course, I'm Rocky. And you can catch us on Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher.com.
He is a podcast whore. He puts it out everywhere.
That's right. And you can catch us everywhere.
Good day.